Hi, I'm Fareen.
And I'm Mira.
Today we will be telling you a story.
Yes, a story that can provide motivation and inspiration in life.
Today, the title of the story is My Different Little Brother.
Tika was a child who had a mentally disabled little brother.
And Tika really hates her brother.
Because Tika thinks that her brother is a disaster for her. Because of her brother, she can't bring her friends to her house.
And until now, Tika never told her friends about her brother.
Tika's younger brother, Gani, was born as a child who's not like other children. He's one of the only people who has genetic disorder in the city.
But Gani really loves Tika. Oftentimes, Gani gets scolded by Tika for always asking Tika to play.
Tika oftentimes shouted at Gani, "Don't ever come near me. I'm ashamed to have a brother like you. Why do you have to be in my life?"
Gani always looks down when Tika scolds him. And Gani always mumbled and said, "I love you, Tika, I love you, Tika."
Their parents often told Tika to accept Gani's condition, a condition that was never wanted by anyone.
But Tika still doesn't want to talk or play with Gani. Poor Gani.
Today at school, Tika gathered with her friends at the school cafeteria.
Jane, one of Tika's friends, said, "So where will we do the group project tomorrow?"
Tika's heart was beating quickly. She mumbled to herself, "Please, not in my house, not my house."
Then Jane said, "How about in Tika's house? We never did a group project in Tika's house before."
Tika was very sad because all of her friends agreed with Jane's opinion. They are all going to study at her house, and with a heavy heart, she agreed.
Arriving at home, Tika begged her mom to lock Gani when her friends are over.
Her mom was very upset to hear her request, but she also understands her, so she agreed.
The next day, Tika and her friends studied together at Tika's house.
And Tika made sure that Gani was locked up in his room with his babysitter.
Tika sees Gani's sorrowful eyes when she said, "Don't ever get out of the room until my friends get back home, understand?"
While Tika and her friends were studying while joking, Gani unexpectedly showed up behind them.
All of Tika's friends looked at Gani in a weird look.
Tika was so shocked to see Gani here, in this room.
And suddenly, Gani's babysitter Tini came running towards Gani to bring Gani back to his room and apologizes to Tika because she forgot to lock Gani's bedroom door when she was leaving to get food.
Gani denied his babysitter when she asked him to go back to his room. He shouted, "I want to be with Tika. I need Tika."
Tika was so angry at Gani. She scolded at Gani and told him to immediately go in his room.
Some of Tika's friends whispered at each other.
"What are you talking about?" Tika said to her friends.
Without answering, Tika's friends continued doing their schoolwork.
Since that day, Tika's day at school are really annoying for Tika.
Some of her friends laughed at her because she has a strange and disgusting brother.
And Tika hates Gani even more for that.
Today, her parents invited her and Gani to get out of town. Actually, Tika preferred to stay home. She didn't like to be in the same car with Gani. She thinks that Gani is annoying.
But her father insisted her to come because it was a family event that required all of them together.
Along the way, Tika was just calmly using her phone, while Gani kept talking to her, trying to get her attention. But as usual, Tika didn't care.
Her father stopped the car because he wanted to buy snacks across the street.
Tika felt so tired and in need of getaway. She stood still near the main road to relax her feet. Then she saw a cotton candy seller across the road, just right next to the booth where her father bought some snacks. Without thinking, she ran after her father and...
Tika! Tika!
Tika felt her body being pushed sideways. She fell on an asphalt road. She heard many people shouting loudly, and Tika looked.
Oh no! Gunny's body was lying on the asphalt road, covered in blood.
Tika realized that Gunny saved her life. Gunny pushed Tika so she wouldn't get hit by the car, but Gunny couldn't get away from the car.
This afternoon, Tika cried very sadly to see Gunny buried.
Tika felt regret. Gunny loved her so much that she didn't think about her own safety in order to save Tika.
Tika cried in full regret, repeatedly saying, "I'm sorry, Gunny, I'm sorry. Forgive me."
Gunny, who was full of deficiencies in Tika's eyes, is now the most instrumental figure in her life.
But at the end of the day, regrets remain useless.
Now, Tika just realized that she is actually the luckiest sister for having a brother who loves her sincerely.
We should not underestimate other people because everyone is special.
Gunny may not be perfect physically, but he does have a compassionate heart for his whole family.
So take care of the people around you because before you know it, you won't be able to see them ever again. And that's the end of the story.
Hope it can provide motivation and life inspirations for all of you.
And don't forget to subscribe,
Like
share,
and comment.
We will see you in the next story.
Bye-bye.